Good morning, students. So today our topic is electric furnace steel making. So in which the heat is required in a electrical furnace is obtained from a electrical energy. That means by using electrical energy, we need to create a heat. That heat will melt our charge. Then only we get the pure steel. So because of this electrical furnace method, it is a high cost of electricity and it is used to produce high quality steel as well as high grade alloy steels. So coming to the advantages of this electrical furnace means, so first point is it is easily operated, and second point is high temperature we can create. That means high temperature value of heat we can create in the furnace. Third one is no fuel is added for the heating purpose, and fourth one is a both oxidizing and reducing conditions can be achieved, and fifth one is we can produce high grade steel as well as high alloy steel. That is concept that is the advantage of a electrical furnace steel making. So depending upon the method of heat generation, it is divided into two types. One is electric arc furnace and one more is induction furnace, electric induction furnace method. So these two methods are separated, or these two methods are divided by the concept of a method of heat generation. So coming to the heat, electric arc furnace. This is the method number one. So in which the electric arc furnace for steel making is, this is the diagram. So it contains steel shell with a suitable refractory materials. That means if it is a if it is a basic electric arc furnace, so the refractory line material will be basic. So if it is acid base, the line will be acid base refractory material. That is the only difference. And the hearth is lined with a silica, and the walls are lined with a magnesiter silica bricks, and the roof, this roof is lined with a dinas bricks. When this electrical current is delivered into the furnace through a graphite electrodes which pass into the furnace vertically through the roof. During the melting as well as during the charging, the electrode movement is controlled automatically. That means when we supply the current to the these graphite electrodes, so which are placed at the roof of this furnace. So when we supply the current, when it is move vertically lowered position, so the arc will be produced in between the electrode as well as the charge, and these electrodes movement can be controlled automatically depending upon this arc. When arc is formed, the movement of electrode is stopped. When arc is not forming, that means electrodes move will will move down. That means lowered position. So again, it is a two types of operating arc is furnace available: basic process and acid process. Generally, we go for that means most advantage is the basic electric arc furnace method only. So it is a basic arc process, electric arc furnace method. So after coming to the process, after repairing the bottom, the selected scrap is carefully placed in the furnace through the charge door. Okay, and the current is turned on. The electrodes are lowered until the arc is struck. Then when arc is formed, heat is generated. That heat will get react with the iron ore as well as lime already placed inside the furnace. Okay, so through the charge door. When slag is formed, the ferrous oxide and some oxides will get formed. These oxide will get react with the impurities present in the pig iron, that means charge, as well as the slag is separated and we get the molten state of steel because of heat generated. So generally the slag will be in like a fluid nature in this method. So for that we add lime plus coke dust plus fluorospar. What is the use of this fluorospar means? So it control the fluidity of the slag. That is use of fluorospar. So after that, when the reaction takes place, this is the reaction. So it form the calcium as well as carbon. When reactions will take place, impurities will get separated. That means slag will be formed. After that, this furnace will get tilted to tapping the molten steel is removed first. After that we remove the slag. This is the process of a electrical arc furnace. Okay, it can be tilted. And the main advantage of this basic electric arc furnace means by using this we can manufacture special alloy steels as well as high grade carbon steels and special tool steels as well as high speed steels. That is the advantage of a basic electrical arc furnace. See, only concept is when current is supplied to the electrodes, graphite electrodes, it will move lowered position. So when the distance between the charge as well as electrode is efficient, or that means sufficient, the arc will get formed. Then this arc will create more heat to melt the charge. So then molten steel will get separated from the impurities that is called slag. So those can removed by using separate tapping hole, or by rotating this total setup we can remove slag as well as steel. So first we remove the molten state of steel. After that we go for slag to remove. This is the concept of electrical arc furnace. So coming to the second method, electrical induction furnace, in which this is the general sectional view of a electrical induction furnace, in which the high frequency furnace, the charge is contained in a crucible. So here we place our charge like a pig iron or some scrap or alloy lime. Okay, and this crucible is surrounded by water cooled primary copper coils. This charge is surrounded by copper coils. This is a water cooled primary copper coils. The space between these crucibles as well as these copper coils, that means this gap is filled with a sand or some insulating material. When high frequency of electrical current is passed through a coil, that means when high frequency of electrical current is applied to the copper coil, the current is induced, then heat will be generated. Okay, this cause the metal to melt, and eddy current ensures thorough the mixing. So induction furnace are most often employed in the making of high alloy tool steels as well as low carbon alloys, die steels, heat resistant steels. The advantage of this furnace is they do not require electrodes. This prevents carburization of the metal and simplifies the control of the process. See, in the electrical furnace we use the electrodes, but here in the induction process we do not use electrodes. When power is supplied to the copper coil, so it will generate the heat. That means induction will take place. That induction means heat will generate. That heat will supply it to the crucible. So in the crucible already we placed the charge, that means pig iron, and some scraps. So those will get react. That means impurities will get separated to form a slag, as well as high steel or high graded alloy steels we get in this process. This is called electric induction furnace method. So the difference is in which there is no electrodes. In electrical arc we use the electrodes. So by using this method, electrical induction furnace, we get the high alloy tool steels, low carbon alloys or die steels, and high resistant steels. This is the concept of electric induction furnace.